I'm in Shenandoah National Park, and this is the Dark Hollow Falls parking lot. Yep, there it is, my little red car. And we're going to head over on the other side of Skyline Drive and find a nature trail over here and hike up into the Big Meadows Complex and to the amphitheater, and then hang a left and follow a trail down to Lewis Spring Falls. The elevation here is 3425. Four-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 3,500 feet, and I'm still on the nature trail heading back towards the amphitheater. And this is the air quality monitoring station here at Big Meadows. There's a sign behind me that says that it's been here about 30 years now, collecting data on air quality. Seven-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation is 3530. It's been very, very flat. And if you keep going straight from this point, you're going to walk into the campground. This signpost here tells you to turn left to head towards the amphitheater. So we're gonna head this way. Eight-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 3580. That's where I came from Dark Hollow Falls parking lot up this way. And right here it runs into the paved network of roads. And we're going to turn to the right and head down this way towards the campground and skirt around the left side of the campground and look for the amphitheater. .1 miles into my hike. The elevation here is 3570, and I'm down by the amphitheater now, and here's the trailhead for the Lewis Falls Trail. So like 75 yards down here from the parking lot, you'll run into this AT trailhead marker. This is the Appalachian Trail. And if you read the band, see the white blaze, and if you read the bands, it tells you to turn left and head this way to head down to Lewis Falls. Okay, just a very short way down the AT, you'll run into this three-way intersection here, and if you study the metal bands on the signpost, you want to bear to the right and take this blue blaze trail. That white blaze trail is the AT, and this heads up who knows where, to probably back up to the campground. But at any rate, when you get to the three-way, turn right and follow the blue blaze. The band says it's about 1.2 miles to the falls from here. 1.9 miles into my hike, I'm down to a 3150. This is a pretty steep section of the trail here. That's where I came from. So we're right at the edge here, and we're descending pretty steep. It's steep and rocky. So, and from looking at my topo map, it looks like it's going to be that way until we get down to Lewis Falls. So, kind of slow going, but it's a nice trail. .3 miles into my hike, I'm down to 2850. I'm getting close to the falls now. I can hear them. And that over there that you're looking at, that's the other side of the canyon wall. So I'm on one side of the canyon, and there's the other side. There's where I came from. This section's extremely rocky and steep and practically vertical drop. I don't know, man. If you have young kids and you're going to take this trail, maybe put them in a harness or something. No, seriously. Somebody slips off a rock and goes down there. It's going to be a while before you find them. So, anyway, we're going to keep going this way. Let's see. It's probably about another 2/10 of a mile or so to get over here to the falls. .4 miles into my hike. The elevation is 2850. Here's the next intersection. There's where I came from, and I'll be heading back up on this trail, which is a very steep trail. And then here's the canyon out this way, and here's the little connector trail that takes you down to the falls. So let's go down and check the falls out.
Espera, no juegues para allá.
Te va bien, yo te digo. No te cansas, no estás filmando.
Where is it about? You need to go to the top.
.3 miles into my hike. I'm up to 3,300 feet, and I'm up to the Lewis Spring. There's the pump house. Down that way is where I came from, And somewhere over here in this area, there used to be a shelter, or some people called it a lean-to, the Lewis Spring lean-to. It might have been right here in this area, right here, because this is pretty flat, and look, kind of cleared out as if once upon a time somebody cut some trees down here. So this is about the right spot for it per the old maps. I'll show you when I do the map talk. And then here's the pump house. I can hear a pump in there going. And then up this way is the actual spring. We'll stop by there and visit that too. Okay, well, up here's the spring. That part of it's behind a locked door. And this is just uphill from the spring house I showed you. Out there's the trail. And the overflow, when there is some overflow, comes out right there. Not much overflow today, though. Oh man, wild berries. Oh God, I can't hardly wait. Oh man, these are so good. Oh God. Hope nobody else sees these things. Man, have to eat them before the bears find them. Oh man, there's a whole patch of them up here. Holy cow. God, here's some more over here. Let's try this one. That one looks pretty tasty. There's some more over there. Wow. I have to remember this spot. Four miles into my hike. Out of breath. I'm up to 3610, and I'm still on the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to take this side trail up to Black Rock Summit, which is up here, kind of in the parking lot at Big Meadows. Here's where I came from. Whoops. Here's looking to the west. Let's see. There'll be a lot better view once I get up there, but looking to the west, down into the valley. So, all right, let's head on up here and see if we can get a few shots from the summit. .2 miles into my hike. I'm up to 3710. I left the Appalachian Trail to come up here. This is Black Rock, the summit. Down that way is Big Meadows, parking lots and everything. This is looking to the west. Still a little bit hazy up here. This is a map of today's hike. The quadrangle name is Big Meadows, 1994. And I hiked a stretch of the Appalachian Trail around the back side of the Big Meadows Complex over to Lewis Falls and then back around in a big loop. This is Skyline Drive. And I parked, there's a lot of different places you can park, but I parked here. This is about mile marker 50. This is the Dark Hollow Falls parking lot. Let me move that over. Dark Hollow Falls is over here. So a lot of people park here and hike down to see those falls. I've already got a video on that if you look on my channel. So what I did was I parked here and crossed over Skyline Drive and got on this trail right here and hiked it through the woods and up to the paved roads and then down towards the campground. And actually I had planned to go a different way, but I changed my mind when I got here. I hiked like this. Down towards the campground entrance and then around over like this to the amphitheater. And this is the trailhead for the Lewis Spring Falls Trail. So first you get on the AT for about maybe 100 yards and then you bear to the right onto this trail. Now this trail gets really steep and really rocky back in through here. So you hike it on down to the falls, down to here. Now, I got a few pictures of the falls, but in the summertime, there's so much growth, undergrowth, that it's really hard to see it. The best time to go see it would be in the late fall or winter or early spring when there's no leaves on the trees. That would be the best time to go see it. Then I hiked back up the trail this way up to Lewis Spring. There's a couple of things right here. There's the spring. There is a pump house that I believe probably pumps water up to Big Meadows up here. The AT comes through right here. And back in the day, like back in the 1930s and 40s, there was a shelter or a lean-to, some people call them lean-tos, right here at Lewis Spring. But it's long gone now. Got on the AT and hiked back to the north this way along the AT. Then I got off the AT here and went up to Black Rock Summit. Got some pretty good views from there. Then I walked through the Big Meadows Complex over to the lodge. Here's the lodge here. And then basically back to here and then back through the woods back to my car. So it was a nice hike. Fair amount of ascent though. It was 5.4 miles and 1,132 feet of ascent. Now you can park in lots of nearby lots. You can park here. You can park up here at the visitor center. You can park here. This is the old Rapidan Fire Road. You can park over here. And let's see. Well, this is getting pretty far away, but you can park here at Tanner's Ridge Overlook also. So there's lots of hikes there and lots of places to park. And that's the hike for today.